So most of the market is somewhat stagnant today. If anything, it's actually almost even selling off right before big tech reports earnings. But not every stock is super stagnant. Check this out, guys. Truth Social, social media application from Donald Trump, is up 19.6%, pretty much 20% on the day. And that is following the campaign that they had over the weekend. Trump media shares surge 20% after Trump's rally in New York City. I've heard very mixed things about Trump's rally, right? And if you guys have followed me on social media, you know kind of where I stand. I'm not here to convince you on one side or another. I do have my political opinion or preference, but that's my opinion, right? You as an American can have your own. I've heard mixed things about this campaign, and I agree with both sides of how it can or cannot be offensive. I like to be very open-minded when it comes down to this. But when I see that this stock is pumping up 20%, I'm just here to remind you because it's not about politics for me. It's about politics for this stock, but it's not about politics for me when it comes down to trying to make money off of a stock. For me, it's a trade opportunity, right? Trump's social media application, DJT, is a pump and dump. That's what it is. The way that I view it is it's how the market is digesting how Trump is doing in the polls. I want to be as straightforward with you as possible. The actual social media company is absolute dog shit. It's a worthless company. It's supposedly based off of its current market cap is worth $9.26 billion. It's absolute BS. It's not worth that. It's solely based off of how Trump is doing in the polls. Nonetheless, can you make money trading it? Well, trading it would mean that you have the intention to sell relatively soon. I'm not here to convince you to trade it. I'm not here to encourage you because it does come at such a great form of risk. I'm just here to share that if Trump ends up continuing to show signs of winning, and if he does end up winning this election, I wouldn't be surprised that DJT could surpass $100 per share. Not because it's worth it, but because it's a glorified stock based off of Trump's performance in the election. That's why. Now, what risk does that come with, right? Well, based off of current price levels, the pullback potential is 70%. You guys know that I always like to be straightforward with you. If I ever talk about profit potential, I will always, if anything more often, talk about the risk. 75% of potential downside. So if anyone is trying to convince you to buy the stock because it's the holy grail and not talking to you about the risk, they're trying to blindside you. Now, again, if you're an adult and you choose to take advantage of this opportunity because you think Trump is going to win and you see the potential upside for this thing to go above $100, then again, that's a position and a trade you are choosing to take. But know that it comes at a price and at a hefty price if it ends up going south. That being said, again, this is not a stock that I personally like to trade when it's this overbought, but it's had an amazing rally, right? The last time that it's been this high is when there was an assassination attempt. So it looks like the momentum is picking up for Trump and rightfully so picking up for DJT. But I want to remind you, it's fundamentally not about the company. It's about Trump's performance in this presidential race. With that being said, how's the NASDAQ market doing? NASDAQ market is pretty much stagnant. Not really doing much. If anything, it's showing more signs of potential selling pressure, and this doesn't really surprise me. Leading up to big tech reporting earnings. For those that do not know, we have AMD, Alphabet, Snapchat reporting tomorrow, Microsoft, Meta, Coinbase reporting on Wednesday, and Amazon and Apple reporting on Thursday. I will be covering these live earning reports, and all I literally ask you to do is to subscribe to the channel, drop a thumbs up, and I'll make sure that I do the rest. If you ever want to tune into my live trading sessions, it's designed for complete beginners, and especially if you learn best by watching other people do, I would encourage you to take 2 minutes, click the second link in the description down below, learn a little bit more about our LPP team, and see if it's a good fit for you. I also added a little discount code there for you. Whenever it is that you're ready to sign up, you can get a nice little discount. Appreciate your time. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.